Hello everybody and happy Mimosa Monday. Cheers. So today we are coming to you live from the front yard of the studio. I thought because it's so nice out, this would be a great opportunity to sit outside and talk to you guys about family portraits. So Mother's Day is coming up and I was thinking about, what would be important to moms and what's a really great way to celebrate your mom. And I think that family portraits are such a good occasion to celebrate your mom and really just take time to show love for your family and have some beautiful family portraits in your life and for your legacy to enjoy as your kids grow older. It's really important for them to have portraits of their parents. So I hope you can all hear me. There's cars going by. So what I have for you today are 5 tips for better family portraits. And I'm going to start out with the first, which is make it a memorable day. So I think it's important that the shoot itself is an experience. You should remember the day that you got your family portraits done as a day that's fun, not as a day that's stressful, which I think is probably how it ends up being for a lot of people. So I think it's cool if you can coordinate the day to have something else fun going on. You could maybe take the kids to the Strong Museum of Play after the shoot, or go out for ice cream, but just keep it a really fun, positive thing and make sure that the day itself is fun. I think that the shoot as well should be fun. So my second tip is to incorporate some fun into the shoot. And that really is going to be an age-dependent thing. If you've got little kids, you can bring some of their favorite toys to the shoot. I think bubbles are something that's really fun because they photograph really well. You can talk to your photographer about what some good things would be that would photograph well, that would be fun for the kids. Glitter can be really fun too, depending on how old the kids are. Or if you've got grown, adult children that you're going to be photographing, maybe the mom and daughter can get their hair and makeup done ahead of time. Just kind of make it a fun, special occasion. So the third tip I have for you is to choose the time of day carefully. And I think a lot of, depending on the photographer that you're working with, some only shoot at what would be called the golden hour, which is sunset. I think you should choose the time of day based on your kid's schedule. So if you've got kids that are going to be cranky at that hour, or they're going to be hungry, that is a recipe for disaster. I don't care how good the light is at sunset. If your kids are miserable, those are not going to be good portraits. So it's just really important to think about your family when you're choosing the time of the shoot, and choose a photographer that can deliver you wonderful portraits regardless of the time of day. I think choosing the clothing carefully is an important thing, so that's going to be my next tip for you. So number 4 is to coordinate your clothing with your family. Now I think it's, I brought this as an example because I think it's a great opportunity to just show you what a great coordinated shoot looks like. I really love how these outfits coordinate, but they're not matching. So we don't need to dress everybody up like the Partridge Family and like matching costumes. It's nice to have some variety and to actually have your kids wearing clothing that they would wear. You also want to make sure that the clothing that everybody's wearing is not going to be restricting or cause any problems on the shoot. You want to make sure that if they get dirty, that nobody's gonna freak out. And that obviously that the adults' clothing coordinates as well. So really just think about all of the outfits as a whole, maybe lay them out on the floor and just look at everything together before you pack them in the suitcase for the shoot, or in the case that you'd be doing family portraits, wearing them that day. So just think head to toe. You want to make sure that shoes look good, and that everybody is coordinating but not matching. So that's number 4. Number 5 is to chill out. So I see a lot of parents that are really stressed when they show up for their family portraits, and I totally get it. I mean, you've got kids that you've wrangled, and it's a big event. You probably don't get family portraits done all the time. You're investing money in it and you want them to be great. But I think it's really important to relax and try to enjoy the process and the shoot itself. And when when mom is stressed, the whole family's stressed. So if you want your kids to be happy and cooperative on the shoot, it's important that you keep stress to a minimum. And just know that if you've hired a good photographer for your family portraits, that the hardest part should be getting to the shoot, and after that you can just let go of everything and leave it in the hands of your capable photographer. They should be directing you through the shoot and just taking care of everything after that. So those are my 5 tips for better family portraits, and I think Mother's Day is such a good time to think about family portraits and to really invest in your family, and to exist in photographs for your kids. I hear a lot of times moms, as soon as I get my camera out, they go, oh no, I don't want to be in any pictures. They instantly hide from me and my camera, and they're usually the ones taking the portraits, and I get that, you want photos of your kids, but I think it's so important for kids to have photos of their moms. I think that, when I see pictures of me as a little kid, it's cute to see me, but I am immediately like, oh my gosh, look at my mom. She looks so beautiful, and it's cool now looking back and seeing her at my age and just really getting to understand who she was at that time. So I think that that's an integral part of the family portrait. The parents really need to be in it, to be commemorated for their kids. So that is all of my tips for you. We are having a Mother's Day portrait event at the end of April. So we decided to do a fundraiser with the Gilda's Club of Rochester, which is a really great organization if you haven't heard of them. They raise money to support families that are affected by cancer. And so 100% of the session fees that we collect for this family portrait event are going directly to Gilda's Club. Again, they're a great organization, and we're doing that on Saturday, April 30th and 30th, and it's going to be at Highland Park. If you guys are interested, you want to learn more about it, feel free to give us a call or send us an email at info@nspstudio.com. Prints and albums will be available for purchase after your session, but it's a $100 session fee, and again, that money goes directly towards Gilda's Club. So again, today we talked about 5 ways to have better family portraits, and I hope that was helpful for everybody and that you guys get out there and even just take your own family portraits. Again, it's so important. Take a few minutes and make sure that you have some beautiful photos of your family to enjoy. Thank you so much, and cheers. Happy Mimosa Monday. Have a great week.